So today, September 8th, 2017, my day off work. Um, Surprisingly, although I slept in today, still had that just absolute exhaustion after waking up. So that kind of sucked. But that is a daily thing right now, dealing with this depression that I deal with. So getting over that, moving on with life. Today, I would like to talk about the change in the world economic systems that are in existence. Now, this is a pretty topic with a pretty broad scope. So, what I have divined from my reading and thinking, speaking, watching, and existing is that for the past a very long time, essentially since the Middle Ages, when banking became a thing, when banks became a thing, and people needed someone to take care of their resources, the economy has been essentially a free-for-all. The world economy has essentially been a free-for-all in which the acquisition of resources is the goal as a human being from a financial perspective. We can own this many resources, and this is what our financial worth is because we acquired these resources, or we own these resources. That has been the prevailing mindset, economic mindset, for the past, over 1,000 years. And it's really a system that it coheres with the way human beings' minds work and how we think. And it's worked for thousands of years. We have these resources, and we take care of them. We acquire them, and that's how we get our financial worth. But there is an emerging new economic/financial system, and it is with the invention of the introduction of the digital information age. So, as humans now own the world, as we have for quite some time now, and we've realized that we've owned the world, this system of owning and acquiring resources is beginning to become obsolete as we realize we could potentially destroy the world, potentially that we all own it and it's our responsibility to take care of. If we didn't have the digital age, we would ignore those things, but because there is going to be a shift, a total paradigm shift in what one's financial worth means soon. It's no longer going to mean how much land one owns. It's no longer going to mean how much of the planet one owns, or how much one is able to, physically, materially produce. That's still going to be a part, but there is going to be a shift, and we are going to shift to the economic system being based off of what one can invent, one's ingenuity, one's creativity, and one's ability to produce and add to what we already have. Add to the existing body of knowledge, the existing body of art, the existing body of understanding. That will soon be, once all of the world is owned and sits, it's becoming a war for a planet. It's a moot war. Not very many people, there still are the people that say, oh, I want to own this, I want to own that. But that mindset is shifting away from humanity. And there will soon be a massive paradigm shift in economic values. As sustainability becomes more widespread and more important and more valuable, the acquisition of resources and the expenditure of resources and the production, the manufacture of goods and services will become less of a financial and an economic staple as more and more of those tasks are automated, and more of a hobby, more of an enjoyable pursuit, a game, which all of these things have already been likened to games, but soon this paradigm shift will happen, and the economy will soon become based off of one's contribution of new information. How this shift is going to happen and everything that's going to occur during it, well, that's what we're going to find out. There are many people opposed to it, and there are many people for it. But there is something that can be said for the information economy that is soon coming. Anybody and everyone in the world is inherently involved with the proliferation of the Internet of Things and the proliferation of the World Wide Web, which has already proliferated pretty well. Everyone will be involved in this new economy, and no one has to be excluded. Just because someone's not ambitious to acquire land or resources doesn't mean that they're automatically a loser in this economy. Just because someone wasn't born with money or power or resources or the means to production doesn't mean they're automatically a step down. Doesn't mean they started off a step down. No.
We are experiencing a technical difficulty. Please hold.
So, of course, this economy is inherently against what we it's against what we expect. It's difficult to wrap our minds around. When we're so used to the way of doing things, the way life and the world is set up, the more tasks are automated, the less jobs there will be in this type of economy and financial situation. And soon we will find ourselves at the critical point of change during the paradigm shift, when more people will be turned on to the information economy. So, it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that if you agree with your opinions, you subscribe, comments, get at me. If you disagree, comments. I am very open to a discussion and talk, and very interested in what anyone has to say, any input, feedback, anything. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day.